What's up, sports fans? I'm Rene Garza Jr.
And I'm Freddie Guevara.
Welcome to another episode of Tailgate 956, a show that covers sports across the Valley and the Lone Star State. Now, before we begin today's episode, let's give a shout out to our sponsors. Apogee Comics, the best in independent comic books. If you're looking for a great read, make your next comic book Apogee. Visit Apogee Comics on all their social media sites and also at their website at www.apogeecomics.com.
And Rick's Auto Shop for all your auto repair needs.
Located on Indiana Street in Brownsville.
Yes, sir.
And man, oh man, baseball, my
Nearing,
brother.
getting closer.
Yes. Oh man, I'm just like counting the days down to Christmas. I'm just each day I'm just chalking them off.
Getting ready for baseball. Just getting ready to get those bats ready.
Yeah. Well, the movement now is not in the Astros dugout; it's in the Rangers. Actually.
Ooh.
Yeah, and they recently signed Travis Janowski, if I pronounce his name correctly. He was a significant importance in the World Series with them last year. Yeah, so that's good. That's good because hey, if the man delivers, bring him on back.
Now the question is changes.
Oh yeah, of course, probably more in this contract, and also when it comes to every sports as well. There's always that worry if you pay them extra. Are they going to perform the way they were performing last season?
Yeah. Tell me about it.
Yeah.
That's Dallas written all over it.
Yeah. But man, 61 days, 5 hours, 7 minutes, and 48 seconds. I have it here on my phone. I have it like
counting every day.
It's like a countdown towards New Year's. But although that's not the only news coming out of the Rangers dugout, actually, they recently signed up New York favorite, actually, David Robinson, or D-Rob, as he likes to be known as.
Really?
Yeah. That's one of the heavy hitters for their pitching. That's tightening up the pitching time with the Rangers. So, ooh.
What do you think their goal is?
Well, I guess they pretty much seen the difficulties that they had the last season, and it's probably around the pitching era, which is true. Yeah.
Tweaking around.
What helped them, what also helped the Astros too, was their batting average and their batting players of each one.
Their hitting percentage.
Yeah, their hitting percentage pretty much. Yeah, so I think what they needed is just to tighten up that pitching, which they have, because according to the stats here, he has a 2.7 ERA.
Wow.
So that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Yeah. That is good.
Yeah. And there's been discussions with other teams of grabbing other players from other teams, such as the Marlins as well. So I'll be looking into that, seeing who else did they get from
making moves.
Yeah, they're making moves. Yeah, because hey, it's getting closer. Getting closer.
It's the only more moves are going to happen. Now that happens.
Yeah, I'm just looking forward to who are the Astros going to get this time?
but a silent week on their part.
No, but no. Besides that, though, the whole getting Josh Hader home. That was a big win. That was a big win. That was a big win for the Astros dugout. That was a big win. Yes. So I know their pitching game is even tighter than usual with the three-headed monsters that they have of Abreu, Presley, and Hader. The King Ghidorah of the Astros.
Would you count this as much of a win or less of a win for the Rangers?
Well, I guess they would try to answer that win of the Astros by getting David Robinson. So let's see how it looks forward to, because as well, I'm a Texas fan, not a big fan of the Yankees.
Let's see how he does.
Let's see how he does.
We'll give him a shot.
Yeah, give him a shot. Let's see how he does. Yeah. Let's see
how we do things in Texas.
Let's see how that cannon performs here in Texas. Yeah. Yes, sir. But changing up sports, the NBA, our Texas teams.
Should we be scared now? Now that's the question on our minds now.
Yeah, especially when it comes to the playoffs. Yeah, that's the big one.
3 weeks already, tough weeks on both everybody. I mean, Spurs we already know, although they're getting closer. I mean, they're losing by single digits now.
Yeah.
But Dallas and Rockets are not doing so hot.
I don't know what happened. They were on a momentum going better, and then they started hiccuping. They started with the hiccups.
Let's hope that. I mean, maybe tonight. I mean, hey, we got Houston up right now, 45-39.
Oh yeah, currently, they're playing against Charlotte right now. Actually.
Yeah, and
they're
at
on
this
top.
point, and at this point, they've been up ahead most of the time. They've been leading at least in this game a lot of the times.
Yeah. And so hopefully, with all this momentum, maybe with that momentum, they break that losing streak. They break that losing rut that they're into. So
get out of that ruckus.
Yeah, get out of that ruckus. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, because they need it.
Yeah, no, they need it, and they know that they have a solid team with offense and defense either way, that they can make it to the playoffs. The way it started off this season, they literally like a rocket.
Yeah.
Poof. Yeah, they went up.
I mean, I didn't see this coming, honestly. These 3 weeks, it's been tough. Do you think it's strategic?
Possibly. I can say it's strategic. It's like, because it's already close to the mid-season fatigue as well. And that's also the All-Star weekend. So that's another thing too. I don't know what, I guess, the momentum's changing. Hopefully the tortilla flips better in our favor.
Let's flip it.
Flip the tortilla before it burns. But yeah, hopefully it flips even for the Spurs. Hopefully, who knows? Maybe after the All-Star game,
better half season.
Better half season. Maybe momentum might change. Something might. And when it comes to momentum changing, hopefully with the Rockets and Mavericks as well, they flip it up and go better.
I feel like the tortilla's already burned on the Spurs. Yeah. But we never know.
Well, hopefully they'll put another one in the command.
Maybe we can switch it out.
Put another tortilla in the command. But yeah, no. Hopefully, after the All-Star game, the momentum changes into a positive route for all 3 teams.
I mean, Houston, Dallas, they're still in the mix.
No, they're still in the mix.
Very much in the mix.
They're still a threat. They're still a solid threat.
Of course, yes. And I mean, with Luka and Wembley.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry, Wembley.
Wembley Spurs. Yeah. No, he's still that boy. We can't discredit him because the team's doing. Yeah. He is doing miraculous as a rookie. Yeah, he's breaking records as a rookie.
I only give it disappointment because I think that's gonna affect his chances to win any award for this.
No, he can still win it. Hey, Shaq had a great rookie season as well, even though he had a rough start. But he still had a great start. Yeah,
true.
And who knows? He's still young. He's still it's a long game. He's young, long season, long career. Like it can get better. I'm in the positive route. It might be tanky to get better players to help him out as well. I'm still.
Yeah, focused. No, I mean my focus when I see them is him. He's great. He's an awesome player.
Yeah. At first, you could say I was frustrated with the performance of the Spurs. Because like the legacy, the dynasty of it is the Spurs, the big 3. But at this point, I feel like maybe now it's just strategy. It's just strategy now.
At this point, they should take it like we talked about before. Just use it as a way to better yourself. Don't let this season go without a learning experience, getting better and using it to your advantage or to their advantage. And of course, not have another season like this. I can't stress that.
No, definitely no.
We can't.
And the Rockets, I'm so happy that they had that momentum going. That I'm like, yes, I know they're a great team. Each season,
they
such
have
a great team. And they had a rocky, bumpy season, but now this season, you see it. They're getting that fire, that drive. I know they got it. And I know that Tortilla's about to flip.
There's no doubt. Like there's a possibility that it's great. I mean, I don't know what happened these 3 weeks. That there's no doubt. I mean, in my mind, but I am a little concerned over these 3 weeks.
Despite, I say, injuries and resting players, which is good because you want the best out of each member that's sitting on the bench, the starters, and you want the best complete.
And when you need them,
and you feel like you're resting your players depending on the minute that they put them in. That's okay too. That's okay too. Because we've seen it with the Vipers as well.
Yeah,
we've seen it with the Vipers as well. At the time they have that hiccup, and then the team lineups change and all that, and they get that drive, they get that fire, and you know how the Vipers go.
But the Vipers are doing very solid.
The Vipers are dominating.
I think that's the positive on basketball right now.
Yeah.
Our Vipers are doing very good. I mean, Can't wait for the playoffs.
Yeah,
I can't stress that enough.
Yeah, even at that current score, the Rockets are winning. Actually, technically, aren't they?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, they're just down by one.
They're down by one.
Come on, guys, come on, you can do it.
Dallas is still tied. A little bit more tied.
Yeah. It's all cool. I know. I believe in our teams. They got solid.
Yeah.
If any changes come up, guys, hey, we'll keep you posted.
And you know what? The Spurs tonight have a great chance to get that another win.
Oh yeah,
they're playing the Blazers.
Oh, they play Portland tonight.
Yeah.
I think the chances of probably getting that dub from Portland. Yeah,
it's a good thing. Maybe.
Maybe that win. Maybe that win. Maybe the momentum changes tonight. Flipping.
Projects it.
Yeah. Hopefully.
The fuel that they need. Maybe. Yeah,
definitely.
The momentum that they need.
Definitely. But before we get to the other segment, let's give another shout out to our sponsors. Apogee Comics, the best in independent comic books. If you're looking for a great read, make Apogee Comics your next read. And you can find Apogee Comics on all their social media sites and also on their website at www.apogeecomics.com.
And Rick's Auto Shop for all your auto repair needs.
Located on Indiana Street in Brownsville. And okay, to the gridiron. Off to the gridiron, as they say.
I mean, in Dallas, it's been chaos. I mean, I thought, it's over, but I mean, there's just been nothing but chaos in Dallas.
A bunch of chickens running with their head cut off.
Tell me about. Well, I mean, I don't know how to take this. I mean, do I want Dak out of Dallas? Yeah, I do.
Mm-hmm.
Per my opinion, I think we do better. And I mean, like I said before, my opinion is, and we already established that Dak's not going to be able to go ahead and get us anywhere or get us those rings.
Mm-hmm.
So we would have to wait until he finishes his career, not giving us a ring, and then go looking out for another quarterback. Because that's what I hear. Yeah, we went through a lot of quarterbacks trying to find Prescott that he was, I'm not going to lie. Has he done decent? Yeah, he's done decent. But just for decent, we need a ring. We need a ring, and that's that time that we take to go look for another quarterback is still gonna happen because we've already seen what Dak can do, and he's not gonna, he cannot get us there.
Yeah,
I don't feel confident in my quarterback in Dak to go ahead and get us there. If anything, this was the year. That's why it feels like a big disappointment that we were getting there, and it's a bit it hurt more than usual because even other people were starting to be like, okay, you can see that now it's not like just fans saying this is our year, and then of course they got the chance to go ahead and tell us, of course, like every other year.
I can see that. This loss felt a little different. It felt a lot colder, a little bit harder. A little bit harder, like a little bit more painful. Even as a new Cowboy fan myself, finding out I found that and be like, ouch.
It does hurt.
Yeah.
But going back to like still wanting him out, I mean, with all that news that Lamb's mom, saying what she said,
and Parsons' brother as well.
You know what I mean. Although I will give Parsons that he spoke out that he's his own person, he's his own mentality, that he's his team and his brothers and everything, so I'll give him props for that. But I mean, it's a bad chemistry whether he stays or not whether he stays. If he stays, that's gonna affect the chemistry. That's always gonna be there lingering about the connection between Prescott, Lamb, and Parsons. And Parsons is on defense, so really, that's not much of a concern. Although it's a team effort. But more the connection between Lamb and Prescott. So I mean, I think with all this hot air and all that, everything coming up, a lot of even fans calling on Dak's brother, messaging him.
Oh, that's true.
I mean?
I've read about that. True.
Bothering him to get out in Dallas. I mean, I don't know. If I was him, I myself, that's not the way I wanted to push him out or get him out.
No.
But at this point, if I was Prescott, I would consider maybe going somewhere else.
Oh yeah, but at the same time, like those kind of fans that do that, there's just like a toxic fandom that do that. Yeah, although I do agree, like us as regular fans, regular folks that don't we're not out for our pound of flesh, you
Yeah,
know.
exactly.
Although we do give our strong words and our thoughts on like the way they play, that we hope they perform better.
Our opinions.
Yeah, or strong opinions. But like I feel that kind of fandom shouldn't be necessarily like wanting to cause harm to a player because they played bad. You know what I mean? Or burning their merch. Like
I will say I'm not one. I'm not one calling or messaging Dak's brother, right?
He checks off camera.
Let me erase these messages.
I know what car you drive. No, I'm joking.
I know what you did last.
Everyone in Dallas knows how you played this last season.
I see you. I'm not messaging, all right? I promise.
Yeah, we're not those kind of fans, guys. No.
But I can see the frustration of fans. It's already been a very long drought, and you know what ticks us more off?
And that's my point. Other
people, other fan bases that just look at us like, and it's like you're already mad. It's like when you're mad at something and then somebody just keeps on poking at you, and that's what they're doing, and that's how we all feel. Like everybody's kicking us while we're down, and we can't say anything. And we can't say anything. Well, what can we say? You know what I mean? What can we say? And all we can say is how we can get better. And I've always seen that, and it's a saying, you know. Of course, we're only as strong as our weakness. You know what I mean? Or did I say that wrong? I'm sorry. I'm thinking about it. Maybe.
No. I know what you mean. Like we're strongest as he's the leader. And if he's the weakest link, that makes the whole team weak as well.
Exactly.
I get what you're trying to say.
Because we have a lot of elite players. We have a lot of great players that can make plays.
There's a lot of weapons.
Gallup has been quiet. How is it that possible? He's made some of the greatest plays. He's been quiet. We're talking about getting rid of him, for God's sakes. I don't even. I mean, because he's been unknown, and even fans have brought it up. I disagree with that, though. Gallup has made some tremendous plays. I mean, I honestly don't think we should get rid of that Gallup. So I mean, I don't know. I mean, I think that our biggest weakness is our leader, which is our quarterback. I think that is, and not in the sense of leadership skills, because I think he is a great role model. I think what he does, Dak is a great person in real life and to his team, and maybe even on I don't know, in the field, in the locker room, as a leader. I like that he takes blame and initiative, and in that kind of like, it's my fault, I messed up or caused it. But you know what? It gets to a point like that's not good enough already anymore. You know what I mean? You know, you their team looks up to you. You need to make things happen. You need to get W's. I mean, you need to get W's when it's impossible. And how is it that some quarterbacks perfectly, I mean, like, you know, around the NFL can just do it without a Lamb, without a Parsons, without a defense, like they do without a Bland, without you know, without Pollard. I don't agree with that one completely, but I know a lot of fans like Pollard, and they say he was, you know, a lot of without a Zach Martin, you know. All that, I mean, you know, and the quarterbacks are able to pull a win. How can he not pull that with all these people on his side?
Those weapons. That's true. Those weapons.
You know what I mean? I mean, look at I'm sorry to say this, but I mean, like, look at Mahomes, poor guy, man. He has no weapons, and he still makes. He's been playing phenomenally, and
well, they're going to play this Sunday.
And they're still in it. And I honestly thought, I really did think that the Chiefs. I didn't count them out completely because of Mahomes being able to pull, because of the same reason. He's the quarterback, the leadership. He can pull wins out of nowhere. You know, that's what gets me, you know, like, and poor guy. I mean, look, his receivers cost him about 5 games. You know what I mean? Simple mistakes, but they cost him nonetheless. And they were right there. And it wasn't his fault.
No.
So, you know, give the frustration. But you see what I mean? That's what I'm trying to go with. So, and it's already been, he's a veteran. He's already been there 7 years.
He's seasoned,
8 years, 8 years.
Can't complete the distance, only first round knockouts, understandable.
He's already shown us what he got. I mean, Goff and who Stafford,
Yeah.
Stafford,
No.
yeah, from the Lions.
Yeah, Stafford. Yeah, Stafford.
Hey, they got traded, man.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I think both of them are at a different level than even Dak. They got traded. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, I think we've already, put up enough.
Yeah.
In that aspect.
And speaking of traded and speaking of quarterbacks going the distance, the Houston Texans, my man.
Man,
Talk about going the distance. Yes, they, were practically almost all whole rookie team. Rookie coach, rookie quarterback, rookie, obviously offensive coordinator, I believe. Yeah. Like, they went the distance. Yeah, they lost against, the Ravens, but they went out there, performed with the tools that they had despite the injuries.
Hey, first half.
Yeah.
Tie at 10-10.
Yeah. They came out and they came out, saying, hey, this is Houston, baby.
And they contained Lamar really good, and containing him gave the opportunity to go ahead and do that, to keep him at bay, at least on defense. And then on offense, I mean, CJ he was having a hard time, but not for the reasons that you would think. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's pretty much the offensive line. The defense of the Ravens was pretty solid.
Yeah, we all know that the Ravens defense was, and even then he made plays happen. He made things happen, and he kept them in the game, at least in the first half. I think in the second half, I think the defense just let up on Lamar too much, and caused him to go ahead and break out more, at least on defense. And I think on offense, we need to go ahead and get a better line for CJ to allow him to go ahead and try to make and give him time for that second route for receivers. Because they're like we said, their defense was good and they were covering their receivers, but he didn't have enough time to keep the ball, so the receivers can run a second route or give him a chance to go ahead and try something, break out and try to do something. He was already getting somebody on his face. He didn't have enough time, and that's what I think. I think that's what they need.
Yeah. I feel if Tank Dell wasn't injured, I think it would have been a way better outcome.
More time.
Yeah, it would have been more time. It would have been more time. And even at that, I feel like they would have been able to win. They would have gone to the distance another round. Yeah, to the next round against the Chiefs. They probably would have been the team facing the Chiefs. But unfortunately, sadly, the Texans lost. But it's okay though, because they showed up, they proved, they played with all their might as much as they could, despite losing.
Hey, they're a young team.
They're a young team. That's a point, right? They're a young team, and they went that far. So next season,
no, watch out. No, next season, watch out.
Watch out.
The Texans are gonna be one of the teams to look out for and one of the teams to beat because I mean, CJ's for one is only gonna get better.
Yeah, definitely.
And he looks like he's just natural, man. That's the thing. He's not like he wasn't like lucky shots. He made plays.
Yeah.
No, he's natural talent.
Yeah, he's a clutch player too.
He's player. I mean, getting as long as the Texans play their cards right. Get the people they need.
A more solid offensive line. They hold the line while CJ finds grace.
If they give that guy time, that's gonna be everybody.
I can guarantee that next season they're gonna be
looking out for offensive line.
You can clip this. I'm standing on this mountain that the Texans are going to be solid.
Yeah, well, they better be listening, guys. We'll go. That's for sure. Because either way, you want to protect CJ. You want to keep him as healthy as possible because you need him.
And you felt that presence too when he got injured during that Jets game. His presence was needed, and you can tell that he had pretty much brought it together.
Well, look at the complete difference in when he played the Titans. Different. It was a close game.
Yeah.
The Titans didn't even they broke their momentum. They broke them in
spirit.
Three points is all they got out of 27.
The Texans whooped them so bad they fired the coach. They fired the coach.
How come they didn't put the jerseys back on?
Exactly. Go ahead, put them on the second half. Go ahead.
Put on those Oilers jerseys. Come on.
Go ahead. Maybe that might give you that little strength that you need. And I still ban it. Give the jerseys back.
Put them back where they deserve.
Yeah, exactly.
But nonetheless, I mean, it was a great game. Honestly, it was a great game, and it was great to watch them. And like I said, this is what we've said. They're a young team.
Yeah.
His first year, man.
Yeah, his first year.
Got a long way to go.
They went a long way to go, bro. A long way.
You see that? You see that's the kind of stuff that you can't say. It's like that's why I guess in the Dallas aspect we're frustrated because
it's frustrating.
You can't say that.
That's what I was trying to say. That like I understand that pain because this loss.
Yeah,
it's a cold, hard loss. There's something there that I just felt like
something about this year. It's like it's because every year. I mean, of course, we say we're gonna go and hey, we make it to the playoffs. We do every year. We make it to the playoffs. Yeah, almost every year. Yeah, we don't go as far and everything, and then of course it's like, oh, this is our year, you know. I personally don't like saying it because of the same reason. I'm like, I don't know how they're gonna do it in the playoffs. Yeah. But you know what? This year felt really good.
It literally, sorry to say cliche, it felt like this was
this time. It felt like me saying, this is our year. Yeah. And it hurt more with it because honestly, we shouldn't have lost that first round. You shouldn't. I have no idea what happened. No. I felt like I was seeing a different team, first of all. But, I mean, what can I say? I mean, it is what it is. Well, I guess we'll see what happens. I guess we'll see. So far, I believe Dak has one more year. Yeah, out of his 4-year contract, guaranteed about, I think it was like 60, like almost 60 mil.
And I was reading like rumors about them supposedly extending that contract.
Yes, I mean, God knows with everything.
Hopefully, it's just chismes.
I've heard both sides. I heard Jerry Jones that Dak's gonna be with us for a very long time, and I've heard otherwise that we're gonna probably try to move away from him. I don't know where to get it. I don't know where to get his quotes. Which ones was right? Which one's legit? Which one's more? And I haven't really seen a move to really prove that he really wants to go this way to make our opinion. But one of the rumors that I've heard is that they're trying to make a deal for a trade. And I don't know for first round pick on who does he get with the Chicago Bears. With Justin Fields. We trade Dak Prescott for Justin Fields, and a lot of people actually like that in the Chicago point because of the reference, the kind of what Dak brings, I guess, with how he was veteranship. Yeah. I personally, I mean, I don't know, but in their sense, I know what their words were like his veteranship. It brings a lot to the table, and it'll pick up Chicago a lot more in that aspect, at least with, I guess, his scrambling, because Justin Fields was getting attacked a lot. He was getting penetrated.
Those Bear games were hard to watch because
they didn't give him a chance to do a lot.
He's like watching Romo.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
How they gave him no weapon in that line, he just cracked him.
Poor guy, man. Poor guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Justin Fields had a tough season.
Whoa, I haven't heard about that one. That would be a wild trade.
Yeah,
that would be a wild trade.
Don't quote me on that.
Clip it. He said it. Copy paste it everywhere. He said it.
But yes, and I mean, I don't know how I feel about that. I guess we'll see. But I'm just glad if they move one direction away from Dak.
Oh, okay. I heard they're not. Supposedly they're not going to extend Mike McCarthy's contract, and I feel that isn't like they should extend it because he's a good coach. Hey, he has a Super Bowl under his belt with the Packers and whatnot, and they've gone the distance. But it's like you said too, like if you're quarterbacking the right way,
I mean, like I said, I'm not defending McCarthy. Mm-hmm. I'm not defending him, and I don't think he's like the best coach. Mm-hmm. But I mean, if you're talking about stat wise, a lot of people that criticize him, he has a lot better stats than the people that criticize him on TV and spokespersons that they've done. So I mean, for one, check yourself.
Yeah.
Check yourself for that point.
Mhm.
In that aspect.
Mhm.
Do I think he's a good coach? Yes. Do I think he's a great coach? I think he makes too much time errors
Mm.
for me to call him a great coach. But I feel like
He
he's
has his
been
flaws.
one of he has his, I mean, who
Yeah.
doesn't,
Who does?
right?
Which coach doesn't have their flaws?
Who doesn't have their flaws?
Yeah.
But nonetheless, I did not see enough on the. I mean, I do not see. I did not see enough in the playoff game
Mhm.
to say, all right, that's McCarthy's fault.
Mhm.
I put it more, like I said, on the secondary, like I said before, and Dak, because Dak didn't give enough chance for me to say, oh, it was the play calling on McCarthy's part
Yeah.
that failed. I couldn't really say that. He messed it up himself.
Yeah, definitely.
Getting sacked, getting tackled
Yeah.
before,
Yeah.
and throwing interceptions. I mean, he killed it before I could even say, oh, you know what, his play calling, which is the reason why they got out of his last offensive coordinator, and that the biggest change this season, that he was going to call the plays.
Yeah.
I couldn't see that.
Mhm.
I really couldn't see that. I really couldn't. I can't say enough that I blame this loss on McCarthy.
Mm.
I actually give more credit towards that loss, towards Quinn, and more to check him, because, like I said, his secondary blew a lot of open guys.
Defense was just like paper.
I mean,
yeah, just tore through him.
What was going on there?
Yeah.
In that aspect, that I would put more Quinn on the hot seat than McCarthy.
Mm-hmm.
But let's say we would have gone back to the 49ers game when we needed that time extra and we ran out of time. If they would have fired him then, that's his fault.
That's understandable.
Again, we go back to time management. He's bad with time management.
Time management.
Like, killing time, whether it's killing time or stuff like that. I don't know what is it with him in time. He wants to conserve it. I don't know why. For good or bad, he wants to conserve it. I don't know. I think that's his biggest flaw. But if you would have fired him for that game, I would have been all for it. Because I was like, that was him. Yeah. Because we were moving the ball, we were getting it there, and it was getting done.
Yeah.
What stopped us? The time. That's the only. We didn't have enough time.
Definitely. Yeah. Well, it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be a rough offseason. Hopefully, the changes are made can tighten up the offensive line, the quarterback line, and it's like one conversation I was having with another very good friend of mine. That there's like a handful of quarterbacks in the NFL like right now, and some of those, they have the tools, to get their teams to the Super Bowl, to the show, But Dak Prescott, he's not in that category. He's not, and I agreed with him, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna tell Don Freddie here that. Those thoughts on that too.
And you're correct. You're very correct. Like that's the thing. Dak, he has everything going for him, and he can't. And that's what the point I made earlier, that he can't do it. I mean, I think a good thing was Baker Mayfield. I think when he was with the Browns, I think at that time, I think he was really good, but I didn't think they didn't give him the tools he needed, like the team itself.
Yeah,
he didn't have a built team as they are right now. And I think he did pretty well considering the season. He really didn't, but he picked it up in the what's it called? At the end, he did pick it up.
The smelling salts gave him strength.
Yeah, so something did. Man.
He was on fire. Yeah.
So I was like, So I'm like, oh, okay. You know what I mean? Yeah, all right. And he's you know what I mean? I think he's doing good. I mean, what can I say? I think what other quarterback can I come to mind? I mean, I don't know.
It's like I said, like there's a handful of quarterbacks that have all the tools, but they can't perform, and they can't take him, to the finals. Tom Brady's one of them. Tom Brady's one of them that, like, you can say, okay, he's a great quarterback. He left New England to show how much a great quarterback he was when he went to Tampa Bay and they went to the Super Bowl.
And they went to,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So that goes to show that, I agree with you when it comes to Dak, that he's just not that guy.
Yeah.
He's not that guy. And hopefully that rumor's true and they get Justin Fields, because, it's a big loss for Chicago losing such a great quarterback. But if Dallas gets him, That'll be a great grab for Dallas.
That's a good. That I mean, I really, like you said, we didn't get a chance to see a lot of him. He poor guy. I mean, we didn't get to see what he could do.
These past two seasons, the Chicago Bears, I felt like they haven't given Justin Fields a chance to shine.
And that's the thing. If it's a diamond, it's really in the rough right now because we can't really tell.
No,
we can't really see what it is because they didn't give him the chance to go ahead and flap his wings. Brighten. Brush it off a little bit.
Yeah.
Man, poor guy was always in the dirt.
What's the line from the other guy? He's a peacock. You gotta let him fly.
Coach, you gotta let him fly. Well, I'll tell you this much. I will be excited to see someone.
Mm-hmm.
Someone at QB, someone else in QB.
That's not Dak.
That's not Dak. Because I really, you know what? At the last game, I have no idea. I was already. Why did you put this there? I'm sorry, forgot his name. Our third Trey Lance.
It's Trey Lance. Yeah,
Trey Lance. There you go.
That's another guy. I feel that they haven't given him the chance to shine.
You see, I haven't really been able to see. But look, they should have put him with the 49ers game. That was already blowout. Second half, should have put him. And on top of that, he would have been a great asset because, like I said, I don't remember if I said it or not in that week. I mean, he was with the 49ers, so he's played with the defense. He's played with the offense.
He knows how the other team plays.
He knows how they play. So it would have been a great asset to put him on that field and see what he's got it anyways. He couldn't have done better with any other team than with them because he's already played with them and he's practiced with them.
Yeah, true. Very true.
You should have put him in the second half in the last game. I mean, what was going to happen against the Green Bay?
No,
it was already going like the shit.
It was
already going bad. It was already going crappy.
Yeah, or I was saying earlier, the tortilla burned.
The tortilla burned. Yeah, but yeah, like it was already. It was going in a bad direction. They should have just put him in. Honestly.
Yeah. Oh, but let's see what the offseason brings. But yeah. But before we get to our final segment, let's give another shout out to our sponsors. Apogee Comics, the best in independent comic books. If you're looking for a great read, make Apogee Comics your next read. Visit Apogee Comics on all their social media sites and on their website at www.apogeecomics.com.
And Rick's Auto Shop for all your auto repair needs.
Located on Indiana Street in Brownsville.
Correct.
Now, for our final segment, the favorite segment of Tailgate 956. Ponte pilas en ese mijo.
Andale.
And this week, the Ponte pilas actually goes out to an extended.
Let's put them all in there.
Let's put them all in there. Not one, not two, but three.
Why not?
All basketball teams of the NBA. Come on, guys. Come on, just tighten up that offense, tighten up that defense. It was already looking earlier now with the scoring earlier that you guys, tighten up tighten up the game. Tighten up your game.
3 weeks.
Yeah. It's been bumpy. I understand that. Rest of
3
players.
weeks.
Maybe we're almost there, guys. We're almost to the playoffs.
Come on.
Keep the momentum going. Keep that going. Keep it going. You got it, guys. Come on.
You got it. You can do it. We believe in you.
We believe in you. Yes. We believe in you. Yes.
Yeah, the Spurs are not they're not there by themselves.
Even the Spurs. Now, even the Spurs, despite
no.
Win a couple of ones. Win a couple of good ones. Win a couple of good ones. Come on.
Show us a preview for next year.
Yeah. Dominate by 30 or 40. There you go. Like the Spurs that we know that you guys are.
We do. Yes, exactly. What you can be and will do.
Yes. But yeah.
The Spurs are not alone this week.
Yeah. They're not alone. They're not alone in the doghouse. So pónganse en pilas. Jeez Louise. Yeah. But let's end this on a tasteful note. The Eso Mijo Award goes to the whole team of the Houston Texans. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel that, yes, because for a rookie team and the numbers that they put up stat-wise the whole season, even though they had a bumpy one, they had a great season, they went to the second round in the playoffs. And for that is awesome. That is great for such a young team.
Finishing strong for a first year.
Yes, definitely. And CJ Stroud, like I said, I sound like a broken record. I'm a fan. But this next season, ooh, better watch out.
I mean,
better watch out. And
I'd
even
be
at
surprised.
that, Dallas is gonna face them.
That's gonna be a great game.
That's another Texas showdown, baby.
Yeah,
that's another Texas showdown.
I'm gonna be more looking out for our defense versus their offense.
Oh yeah. Because that's gonna be a great clash of titans, as they say.
Yes.
Yeah. So, this is Miko, the Houston Texans.
Great team, man. Great. Man. We're looking forward to the future, man.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Their prospect future.
Yeah. Well, guys, that's about wraps it up for this week's episode. Today's episode, I want to have to delegate every week, every day.
It feels like
that. I know, because we're so passionate about sports. But yes, that wraps up our show for this week. I'm Rene Garza Jr.
And I'm Freddie Guevara.
And we'll see you at the next tailgate.